On. Let's have a discussion. Hello, if anybody is there, let's chat. We need to have a discussion and have a discussion like right now. Okay, we got a Ruben, we got a Kyle. How you doing? We got 10 people watching right now, but not for long, of course, because my channel just doesn't get out. I got like 30,000 subscribers, and yet my live stream gets out to like 0.1% of my subscriber base. Isn't that amazing? But anyways, okay, so we need to talk. Michael E, what's up? How you doing? Kyle, what's up? Ruben, listen, the country's falling apart, guys. We're heading into some dangerous territory. LOM. Okay, what's up, Anthony J. Bro stays high. Michael, look, listen, our country's falling apart right now. Okay, I just want to talk about this. Hello, Philip Dumont. We need to have a little chat, a little discussion. You need to understand. Collapse. Entire society collapse. Glendale Jewel Yu Chung, how you doing? Entire collapse is inevitable. You need to prepare now. Michael, thank you for stock. We need to prepare. Just prepare and do it quickly. This is not a game anymore. People think, you know, when I come up on my YouTube channel, I told you, and I've been telling you guys this for years if you've been following me, it is time to prepare and to be safe than sorry. If nothing happens, wonderful. If something happens, you're ready. You need to get this, and I'm begging you to take this seriously. I don't care if you live in Maine, or if you live in California, or if you live in Seattle, or if you live in Fairbanks, or if you live in Miami, or if you live in Key West. Wherever you're living at within this country, or living in Canada even, you need to take this warning seriously. I'm not worried about necessarily the infrastructure. I'm talking about other things I cannot specify on YouTube because they don't allow it. However, I want you guys to be prepared. I've been making videos on YouTube for years. Now, I've never been this worried before about this country. I've genuinely never thought in my life that I would actually not go to California and that I would not travel right now. As much as I love to get in my car and put miles on it and travel endlessly to Las Cruces, New Mexico for random reasons, just to go to a hotel room, get some sleep, wake up the next day, head back to San Antonio, whatever, you know, the basic crap that nobody really does, or just to go see something in West Texas, like a park, to see a waterfall. I don't even travel anymore because I know what's going on. I know what's happening. It's not normal what we're experiencing here. What we're experiencing in this country has never happened before. The division between parties, the division between people, the division between race, the division between hatred. I have never seen the kind of hate until the last couple of years. But now over the last couple of months, it is extremely violent right now. All the way from Maine, all the way down to San Diego. Guys, people are getting killed by the border, literally getting killed, by the way. They're literally getting killed at the border of Mexico and Texas. People are being shot to death on the southern border of Texas. I'm hearing horror stories. We're getting occasional Amber Alerts, but it's getting more common now, to the point where it's like constantly going off, or there'll be days where there's none, and then there'll be all of a sudden like 3 or 4 of them. Little children are getting kidnapped. It's scary. And not only that, but I'm seeing hostility everywhere I go. Texas, Louisiana. I mean, I'm seeing hostility in a lot of places I normally would never see hostility. I'm feeling people on edge. I go to HEB. People are hostile. The workers there look like they're overworked, like they're about to pass out from dehydration. They're paler than hell. I go to Walmart. And people are attacking each other at Walmart. Knives are being pulled out. People are stealing like crazy. I've never seen that before. And this is in South Texas. I'm seeing people break into car windows. Last year, my dad's car got hit with a rock like 3 times on the windshield for no reason. He didn't do nothing. Nobody did nothing. Nobody just attacked. But now, somebody broke into my car, and they didn't take anything because there was nothing in there to take. So, they broke into my car. I had to get a new window installed. Then I had to get it fucking, put the stupid, what's the stupid shit called to protect you from the sun? I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so anxious right now. Okay, my car got broken into. They broke my goddamn window. I had to get another OEM window for the car. I'm tired of this, man. It is getting so dangerous that now I have to pack things. You need to prepare. You need to get safe, okay? You need to get things to prevent your door from being kicked in, at minimum. You need to get yourself a taser, some mace. Bear mace would be probably good, but if you have asthma and that shit goes off, you might die. But anyways, point I'm making is, it's getting very dangerous. A couple of nights ago, let me explain something to you that really shocked me. I'm driving down the south side of San Antonio. I'm coming back, right? Because I was going to visit some stupid ass church on the south side, but it was because I wanted to see it, because the missions Espada. It's beautiful. Look it up. One of the oldest churches in San Antonio and possibly the country. But just hear me out. I'm coming back and I get followed by a car. Now, this car is following me. So I get off the freeway quickly. I violently speed up. I get to a right turn lane. I'm speeding down the road. They're following me at a high rate of speed. They're running red lights to catch up to me. So I'm being chased. So my heart's racing. I feel like I'm going to pass out. But I keep running and running and running. Suddenly the cops turn their lights on and start following me and telling me to pull over. So I pull over. And I said, this car is chasing me. All of a sudden you see the car pull back on the cop. The cop gets scared, pulls out his gun, says, get the fuck out of the car. And they got arrested. I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't do anything to anybody, didn't piss anybody off. They got arrested. They had guns in their car, and they were ready to rob me. Even though I was running down the fucking street with the car at 80 miles an hour in a 35. At some point, I was starting to run red lights. Why? I didn't do nothing to nobody. So anyways, like I said, the cop arrested them. They had guns. They had everything to rob people with. I mean, they were ready and packing heat. I mean, there was like 8 cops on them last night or the night before. Okay? I didn't do nothing to nobody. It's getting dangerous out there. That has never happened to me. I've traveled from Los Angeles to Dayton to New York City, and I've never been chased. I've had issues with people punching me, but I've never been chased. And chased even when I'm going down the street as fast as I can. They're ready to rob, they're ready to take. It is getting extremely dangerous out here, especially out here. And it's getting dangerous in other major cities. So please prepare. Be safe. That's all I need you guys to do, is to be safe. So I recommend that you guys get some food. I recommend that you guys get some batteries. And I really, really recommend that you guys maybe get a generator. Okay? Start, doing good for you. But like I said, it's getting very dangerous. Now, when unemployment runs out for a majority of the states in America in September, I think crime is going to skyrocket when all those eviction moratoriums finally go out. Violence, robbery, theft, and hijacking and carjacking is going to be very likely for the first few months after September. So I'm begging you guys to be safe, to be vigilant as hell, and that's pretty much all I can tell you, just to be safe. Because this shit is not a joke anymore. Okay? Be very safe out there. Kyle, those requirements have been met. Okay? Those requirements have been met. The point I'm making is they're trying to take vehicles and stuff like that. Trying to catch people and take their vehicles, probably strip it down and stuff like that. But you got to be very careful. Like I said, the point I'm making is be safe out there. I watch for drunk drivers. But mainly, the country seems to be on a verge of an actual collapse. Like an actual collapse. Like I've never seen before. Also, have you guys had noticed it's getting a little bit harder to find anything to buy? I'll give you an example. Cell phones. Yeah, you can still go to an Apple store and get yourself a phone. But try going to Best Buy. They're running very low on unlocked cell phones. I dare you to go and look up on Best Buy, type in your zip code, try to buy a phone. It's getting harder and harder to find cell phones. Just like it is getting harder to find used cars and new cars right now. That's all I'm saying. Something's going on. I hope that any Democrats that are watching this, and conservatives, Republicans, or whatever, whoever are watching this, just prepare to be safe. Okay, prepare like you've never prepared before. This country is on the verge of an actual collapse. I mean, literally collapse. Wells Fargo said they're not even going, Wells Fargo said that they're not even going to give anybody any loans, pretty much. No advances. That's not a good sign. I hope you know this. That is not a good sign at all. Okay, a major bank company worth billions of dollars said that they don't want to give out advances anymore, pretty much, or lines of credit. This is very disturbing for a multi-billion-dollar bank to suddenly say that. And then all of a sudden, Cuba right now is having riots and trying to get their freedom. And all of a sudden, South Africa is having riots and trying to, I don't know what the hell's going on over there, because nobody in the mainstream media actually tells me the truth. I can't find a good answer. And then I don't know what the hell happened to Canada. What happened to Canada, by the way? It's like some sort of Canadian alternate reality. I don't even know what the hell happened to Canada. All of a sudden, they're good at 1 minute, and all of a sudden, the next minute, they're not. Just shocking. I've been to Canada. All the people in Canada have been very nice to me. And everybody that I've taken to Canada. all of a sudden they're acting crazy. Never seen anything like that before. But like I said, guys, it's getting bad. It's getting real bad. And you need to be safe. But I've never seen anything like this before. It's shocking. All the years. All the years I've had anxiety. But I never knew that this world would turn into such a chaotic place. I would like to know why. Why is this happening to everybody around the world? This is fucking ridiculous. Kyle, this is fucked, bro. Oh, and try getting a car part right now. I dare you. Go ahead. Go get a car part right now. It's very hard to find parts for my car, man. I'm having a hard time finding a lot of car parts for my car. I mean, literally. No, seriously. AutoZone, Advanced, O'Reilly, Napa, the manufacturer themselves. I'm having a hard time finding car parts. Not every part is missing, but a lot of the important parts of the car, I'm having a hard time ordering them, having them shipped, or picking them up. And that's never happened before. Do you know it took me 2 days to find an alternator for my car? It wasn't immediate. It took 2 days to find an alternator when everybody usually has them in stock at almost every store in the country. Something's going on. I just don't know what it is. Michael, it's not just the United States. It's other countries too. There's something going on. There's something very wrong going on right now. Something is wrong. I have a feeling. Just something's wrong because it's not only happening. Societal collapse is not only happening in the United States of America. It's happening worldwide. It's not just the United States of America. It's Europe. Most parts of Europe. It's Australia. It's Canada. Not Mexico. Mexico seems to be doing fine, except for the war going down there. But other than that, they seem okay. But South America's having problems. Brazil, Colombia's having problems, and nobody's talking about Colombia anymore. But they're still having problems. Really bad fucking problems. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it's not just the United States. If we're having problems, listen. If we're having problems finding 18-wheeler drivers to move produce and products across the country, and we are supposedly a first world country, then imagine how hard it is to find products in third world and second world countries. This is not good. Do you understand? This has never happened before. It's not good, dude. It's not. I talked to an 18-wheeler driver today. They said that they're overloaded. They said that they're overdoing it. They cannot catch a break. It's constant. Can't. They're making like $4,000 or $5,000 a week now because there's no drivers. But yet the DOT requirements are so strict that they can't get 18 wheels on the road. And then the younger generation, they don't even want to work for minimum wage no more. Now that they have the PAN, they don't want to work no more at $7, $8 an hour no more. They don't want to do the minimum wage jobs. So they're saying, even if I don't get unemployment, I don't care. I'm not working. I'm not going back to that job no matter what. So they want a little bit of a higher pay, and they're not getting that higher pay, so they quit. And then there's a lot of people say, well, I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to go back to an office square. I want to work from home. Think about that for a second. They feel more comfortable working at home But the companies cannot say, oh, well, you know what, you're right, let's just keep it at home for now until we can figure out things. They want people to forcibly go back to when they don't want to. Like, they don't want to go back. So now they quit. So the lack of workforce is bad for a lot of people. They don't want to work for $7 an hour. And I don't blame them. I really don't. You know, those $7, $8 an hour jobs should be people for like maybe that are 16 years old. And then when they turn 18 should get $8 or $9 an hour. But they shouldn't be serving at $7 an hour in the state of Texas. They shouldn't. It's too low. Nobody can afford to live off of that. So the lack of employees equals lack of produce, lack of products. And then, like I said yesterday, the HEB is actually hoarding products at their distribution center in San Antonio. They're hoarding products. They're not putting them in the stores. Why are they doing that? I don't know what's going on. Some place has it at $20 an hour. You can't live on $7 an hour. No, Uncle Drew, you cannot live at $7 an hour. You know, a lot of Republicans get pissed off at people that don't want to work those jobs. But it's unfortunate, but I don't agree with Republicans on that one. Nobody should work for $7 an hour in 2021 when the average apartment rental is at least $800 a month. In San Antonio, you know, apartments used to be like $400 a month. In 2017, you can get an apartment for like $400 or $500. And in 2021, because of all the people that moved from all the other different states, the prices are now $800, $9,000 a month. When they were like $500 or $600 4 years ago. Because San Antonio was a cheap place to live about 4 or 5 years ago. But now it's getting about as expensive as the suburbs of Los Angeles, maybe? Like San Bernardino-ish area. Like eastern of San Bernardino now. Because everybody moved from California, New York, New Jersey. Some moved from Florida. Some moved from Cali, Oregon, and Washington State. So they've drove the prices up across the state. And then you've got these companies buying out these houses at way over the price. So now regular people can't actually get the actual property. They can't buy them. So it's becoming a massive problem. We're in a very weird situation right now, and I don't like it. When you get that feeling in your body that you know that something is wrong, you know that something is wrong. And I hope that everybody that watches this video or maybe watches it later says, oh, Ben is just overreacting because he has anxiety. No. I'm not overreacting. This is real. It's not good, guys. Something needs to be done about this. Scary. Very scary times. California will seize all rental properties soon. It's kind of like corporate blanks. What's up, Kyler? Yeah, I've seen about Cuba. I'm hearing horror stories. That's all I gotta tell you. But guys, this needs to just listen. I know there's 20 people watching, but just hear me the fudge out. Get a flashlight, okay? Here's what I actually recommend. I recommend that you buy a flashlight from either Streamlight or Olight, okay? Let me explain. Oops. All right, let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain to you. Okay, I recommend that you guys get a rechargeable flashlight. I don't know if you're going to need it. Probably not. But it's better to be safe than sorry. I really recommend this. Okay? See, these flashlights, they take 18650 batteries, which are lithium-ion batteries like this. Okay? So they take batteries like this. These are also used in Teslas, by the way. So they take these pretty safe batteries. They're called 18650 batteries. They're about 3,500 milliamp. And you can recharge them up to 500 times. But if you're conservative, you can get 1,000 charges out of these before it really dies out. That's a lot of charge. If you get a solar panel, you can charge these during the daytime and then have a light at night. Please take these warnings very Seriously. This is not a joke anymore. Like, you guys think it's a joke, but it's not. I literally know people who are purchasing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food, water, uh, Second Amendment ship, and they're also purchasing like lights, solar panel lights, LEDs, and then backups for the LEDs, and RVs, and then they're purchasing remote land in Texas. Like, we're talking middle of nowhere. It would make sense to kind of have land there in the middle of nowhere on a back county road. No cell phone coverage, that kind of stuff. Now, that's a little bit too dramatic for me because I love people, even though I'm scared of people, but I love people, if that makes sense. I would rather still live near a city, but these people are buying land where there's no cell phone coverage. And they're building, like, they're putting like an RV, or they're making a small house. And they live off the grid, but they have the lights, the batteries, they have a large solar panels on top of their house. I've seen it myself. They got large solar panels on top of the house. They got decompostable toilets, or whatever the hell they're called. Incinerator, not incinerator, but the other one that decomposes stuff. Decomposition toilets. What else? What else have I seen them have? Okay, so the solar panel charges the batteries, and then they can run off the batteries at night. TV, satellite, TV, whatever, like that kind of stuff. They can run like satellite TV off of the batteries that have been charged, or they can get power to their RV via a power line or whatever. They pay for that, of course, but that's pretty remote. But unfortunately, I mean, they're growing tomatoes, they're growing potatoes, they're growing a lot of good vegetables, which I need to start eating more. And they're growing chickens, and they're growing crops, and they're literally not paying anything in food because they can make everything. They got cows. They take care of the cows, and they get their own hamburger meat, and they make their own hamburger meat. So it's fucking crazy, but I've seen them. Now, I didn't want to see them chopping up a cow, but I've seen it. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. But I don't know what they're doing, but oh God, it's disgusting. Ugh, the smell. I remember the smell, man. Oh, we can't be doing that to cows, man. But like I said, the smell was terrible, but they made the meat, they cooked the meat, and then it tasted pretty damn good, I'll admit. The hamburgers were off the chain. But the smelling of hurting the animal, I don't like it. And it makes me, like, nauseous. But, I mean, and then the chicken with the bleeding out, and then the skinning. Ugh. But like I said, it's normal, but it's disgusting, okay? I let them do it. I didn't get anywhere near it. I saw them do it. I watched them do it, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Just seeing the poor innocent chicken get owned was disgusting. But the chicken came out good. They made chicken tenders. It was very delicious. It was natural. No antibiotics and all that other bull crap. Okay, it was natural. It tasted really good. So they have poultry for iron, poultry for protein. They have meat for B12 and iron, which is highly needed if you're not a vegetarian to live. You need meat to live. You got to have the iron. You got to have the B12, the B6, the B3, and iron. If you don't have enough iron, you'll become anemic. You become weak and pale. And then the vegetables are for the vitamins A through K, blah, 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 vitamin A through Z or whatever, zinc. Then you get the nuts if you somehow grow nuts or if you buy nuts. That's good for the magnesium and to keep you healthy. That's the kind of life that they're living. I don't know if I recommend that right now, but at least get yourself a couple years of canned food. So 2 cans a day of some really delicious lentil soup, maybe, macaroni and cheese, Chef Boyardee, or just something to keep you satisfied during the day. And then also pay attention to your local news. That's very important. They're not as biased as the national news media outlets. They're not as biased. They do report on a lot more local stories than normal. So pay attention to that local news too. And what else can I recommend? Because I'm not a professional. A bug out bag, look that up. Get a bug out bag. But even if none of this happens somehow, the goal of my channel when I first made it was to help people, talk to people. And that was one of my first things to do. They are protected under the entertainment clause, and make sure you have enough SpaghettiOs. One of my friends does like meat. Dude, you got to chill the blank out. But Mary Jo, you don't understand. I don't know if you understand the seriousness of what's going on in the United States of America. I don't think Mary Jo seems to understand. This isn't a regular time. People have lost everything. People have lost their homes, their cars. They've lost everything. Or they are on the verge of losing everything in September. If they cannot get a job fast enough, they will lose everything. And they won't even be able to feed their kids at some point. It is very imperative that they find a good job. And if they cannot, their children will be starving. The parents will become desperate if they cannot find a local program to help them while they're still looking for a job. Shit is going to hit the fan. Look at what's going on right now. Complete chaos is happening already. And I'm very concerned. Kyler Jones says, I think we should go back on lockdown. Like I said, I don't fucking know, but y'all need to start to prepare. Don't take this lightly, okay? This right here, this 18650 battery, well, this is Olight, but you can get an 18650 battery. Start investing in a nice flashlight. I'm warning you, you will love it. And then keep it on a low run. Okay, so let me give you an example. Worst comes to worst, let me give you an example. Like this little flashlight here, it's an Olight flashlight. It's actually a really nice flashlight. This flashlight here, if you run it on low on a full charge battery, and you only run it at night when you need the light, can get you up to 60 days. Thank you guys for watching.